Welcome back, everyone, to UKSG Green 2025. This event, we're raising money for Crisis. You can donate with the links below the stream. We'd also like to shout out BSG for their continued support. But now, it is time for Street Boyz!
Street Boyz!
With Rebel Dragon. Take it away, buddy.
Thank you, Huds. This is Street Boyz, the magnificent video game that we all love. This is the demo because we let the title screen play for too long. So I have to wait for it. It's going to say Legend of Ignition Switch.
Okay, Legend of Ignition Switch. Press start button.
Start button, right. I
Yeah,
need to quickly
great
change
translation.
Yeah. Before we get into, we've got a couple of options. If you exit the menu here without doing anything, it says don't set up. We're not setting up. I do want to change the menu options though. So we're going to... And then if you change something, it goes set up to one zone way.
You choose your own path.
You choose your own path.
Yeah, you're going to see some great translations throughout this game.
Right, yeah. So this is a NG Plus all stages run, so we're going to be loading up a save. We'll talk more about what this game is as we get into more of the run. But yeah, so basically we're just going to load up this save with a bunch of levels on it, some items and stuff that you get from beating the levels, and just go through every stage.
Yeah, so you're going to see Rebels kind of running through the world map here. There's 11 stages in the game. There's a few less than that. I think it's 8, but there's a couple that have a couple different exits. So we're going to start in the Nichiren Discrimination Office, which kind of cuts off in the box there.
Off-ick.
Off, yeah, exactly.
So this game has amazing dialogue. So we've got Den, an escaped convict. Don't let him escape this time. And the only way to get in there is to get captured, okay? Take off a weapon. Not take off a weapon. We're going to take off a weapon.
Yeah.
And your options are Quiet Court and I won't go. Timing is when I press on Quiet Court, so if you're ready on tech. I'll Quiet Court in 3, 2, 1, go.
Street Boyz!
Street Boyz!
Street Boyz! Let's go.
Right, so this is the prison or the Nichiren Discrimination Office. At the start of this stage, we're in some handcuffs because in the story we get arrested for no apparent reason.
That's what it says on the box.
That's what it says on the box, and it's got every character's name wrong on the box. Okay, right, so we're going to bait this guy over here. So we're immediately going to get into one of this game's main tricks. This is a jump clip. Pop straight through that wall.
There we go. So yeah, normally what you're supposed to do there is, as you can see, he's got handcuffs on. You're meant to break that box that's got a key in it. Unlocks the hands, plays a little cutscene. But it's faster to just clip through that gate by a couple seconds. When you go through this loading zone, it's going to free your hands anyway. And coming up is one of the weirdest puzzles that just like walls you when you play this game casually immediately. There's this control room here with 5 switches. You have to press the third one, not the first, second, fourth, or fifth. They open random doors in the level. The only way to progress is to press the third one. There's no indication on which one it is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Street Boyz.
Thanks,
we love you. Yep,
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
So he's heading into the underground facility, which if you see on the loading screen here, it's gonna loop the text around because it's so long. It loops back over on the left side. Lovely. Thank you, Street Boyz, once again.
We love this game.
And he's gonna be facing a boss here. So one quick thing is Rebel started with Ginji as his partner. There's a couple partners in this game. And Ginji is the only partner that can help you one-shot this boss here in particular.
Oh, I'll bring up that menu for the next boss. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. See you later. Oh, you're picking it up? Yeah. He's got super strength.
Right, yeah, that's the first level. Right, so we got to go into this stage again. So, Huds, if you want to do a couple of messages, and then we'll talk more about Street Boyz.
Thank you very much, Rebel. Yeah, a couple of donations from the last run. We have £8 from Dunstay, who says 8 ponds for 8 jumps remaining. Smiley face. And we have £41 from Paulister, who says £20 for 2 Fs and £21 for every jump left. Thank you for having me. Less than 3. Back to you.
All right. Anyway, should we talk more about what this game is and what happened with it?
Yeah. I'll really quick say that Rebel swapped to Mayuki just now, and you'll basically, this will be the partner for the rest of the game.
Yeah, she's goated.
Yeah, she has a very, very powerful AoE attack. And yeah, we can talk a little about this game. Should I start from the origins?
Yeah, we should go from the beginning.
Okay.
Because it's been a while since they've heard it here.
Yes, okay. So, Street Boyz. Honestly, this game is a massive butterfly effect. If you're just watching this, you might be like, what is this game? What's going on? But the story behind how we came to speedrun this game is very cool in my opinion. So I found this game at a random bookstore in Denmark. And instead of playing the game, I brought it to an ESA, which is another speedrunning event. Oh, the chair's shame.
Chair shame.
He broke the other chair with it. And so, yeah, I brought it to ESA, and I played it in, like, a corner with Rebel and, like, a couple other people. We were, like, let's say, like, 10 people watching the game, playing it or whatever. And it was, like, a mediocre, casual experience. The moment we saw there was
the in-game
timer at the end, we were like, okay, there's potential. And we looked at speedrun.com. There was nobody that had ran this game whatsoever. Nice kill.
Oh, yeah, that's another type of boss. Don't worry about that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bro died.
Nice. Yeah, so we just found this game and started finding a bunch of strats. We found the jump clips. We found the speed tickets, which he has equipped to increase your speed. We found the true wooden katana, which is the strongest weapon in the game. You can one-shot the bosses. We found these, like, collaborative boss strategies where your partner attacks, you attack at the same time. It kills them immediately. We also just found out the music is insane. This is Gurren Street, this level right here. It's the best song in the game. Good lord. It just has this incredible synth that goes on, like, just listen. It's, yeah, right here.
Insane.
The composer went off. You definitely got underpaid. Oh.
It's fine.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good. I won't fall through the building again.
Yeah, you can fall.
You can fall through that little orange bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so something else in this game. If it looks like my movement is really jittery, it's because walking in a straight line in this game is genuinely the hardest part of this game.
It's impossible.
It's ridiculously difficult.
Like, it's just swerving back and forth.
Yeah,
you have to death grip the thumbstick, like, basically.
Yeah, basically this game uses every single direction you can on your PlayStation 2 controller and doesn't have any dead zones applied to it at all. And also the camera is absolute butt, so you do need to play against the camera a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, that was good. That has, like, 4 camera changes
Four
there.
camera changes, and if you're not death gripping, you like wildly flail to the left and right. Oh yeah,
this part of the music's.
Oh, there we go. This is just a funny little clip which doesn't do anything. You can get behind this and then go into load zone. Always got to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that.
Right. So something else with this game as well. There are some guys coming up that have Molotovs, little fiery bottles. If they hit you, they knock you down. Much like a load of other attacks in this game. If any of these hit you, you get knocked down and lose the sword that I have equipped. You basically get one instance of having this sword in this stage. If you get knocked down, you lose it, and you can lose minutes just to get embodied by everything because your damage is way lower. Oh, there's another boss, by the way.
Yeah, so we're coming up to Usio.
Usio?
Yeah, Usio. He's got little spike balls for his hands here, and he's just going to die. There we go. He's
easy money.
So it might look pretty easy, but if Rebel actually mistimes that just by a little bit, you're going to get what's called a stare down. And that's, like, the main time loss in this run because, like, you might lose a couple frames from the lines and all that stuff, but the boss kills is the bread and butter of this game. If you miss the boss kills, you'll get a stare down. You'll get this, like, intense stare with the boss. Where
it could happen in this stage.
Yeah, it can very much happen here. This is one of the harder bosses in the run. Well, they will stare at you, and you'll go into this minigame, and it'll say press buttons.
Yeah. But the reason why I came back into Gurren Street is there's another boss in this stage that I have to go kill. There's 2 different versions of this stage. We're in Gurren Street Alternative, we call it, because it's the alternative route. You don't have to go to this stage during this game's plot, because we do have...
Yeah,
there is
really
plot
strange
in this game, but yeah. The reason why we call them separate routes... Okay, good. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. But yeah, so the reason why we consider them different routes is because there's some parts of stages that can only give you an A rank, and like routes like this one can give you an S rank, and that's why we consider them as different stages because they have different max rank requirements.
It should also be mentioned that, yeah, Rebel was saying that the sword you have, whenever you get hit, that you lose it immediately. He has that equipped from beforehand. It's the strongest weapon in the game. He has that because he's on a New Game Plus file, of course. But your base strength is 22, and that sword gives you an extra 15. So you go up to 37. So if you lose that sword on most of the stages, it's like you can't do you can't one-shot the boss.
You can't one-shot the bosses, and you just get actually destroyed.
Yeah, on some of the stages, it's devastating. I mean, it's like an instant, pretty much a reset. Like
most of the time, you would reset.
It's just a reset. Yeah, and there's a couple stages where there's some pretty unpredictable enemies that can just hit you like this. You might also see that Rebel's looking down at his controller mid-loading screen. That is because the angles are that precise. Whenever he's coming, also we got the cone.
We got to avoid the cones. Avoid the cones.
Oh no! Okay, nice.
Insane
You can get
avoidance.
Dude, those cones are made of glue.
Yeah.
Like, you can get stuck on those for like a second. Okay, so here's block 4. This is the other part of the level. And yeah, I should also. Oh, nice dodge. Wow, that guy usually doesn't attack. Actually.
Yeah, no, he doesn't usually.
Yeah, but so yeah, I said I found this game. I found it in like a random like used bookstore that also happened to have PS2 games. I like to look for weird PS2 games that doesn't have much play or. You know,
or have like something really interesting about them.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they have a really short any%, which is really rare for PS2 games.
Yeah, exactly. So when I found Street Boyz, I was just like, wow, like there's potential in this.
It started an absolute massive tradition for us where we just try everything that we can find.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so here's the other Ucio fight. This is pretty hard. Oh, nice.
Easy money.
Oh, nice. That's actually really hard.
Yeah,
like, that's like less than 50%, honestly. Like,
yeah, that's also not a bad time for that stage either.
151 is really good.
151's really good.
Yeah, that's super good.
Yeah.
That guy does not, like, if you mistime that, he has way more health. So you need a very specific,
I
like,
also got the zero lag version as well, which means I did it perfectly.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, now we're going to go hospital.
Yeah, so now we're going to see some new stages where we won't have, except for high school that's coming up later. Yeah. These are single visits. So Daisanji Hospital, he's going to start by throwing the...
Because we don't need it.
Yeah, he's going to throw the sword at Mayuki because he needs to use his hands to grab enemies in order to clip through these walls.
Use these hands.
Yeah. Boy. Okay, so the whole gimmick of the hospital is you see these rolling like shutters that are coming up and down. So there's the red ones, which is right above him right now, and there's the blue one right in front of him. You need to go around, press these switches, and it like opens the blue one, locks the red one. So it's like a little bit of a maze. Oh, you're going on the left. Oh, I did not know about that, actually.
Yeah, that one's so much easier than the right one.
Okay, I like that, actually.
The camera angle screwed me
there.
there.
Yeah, the camera angle going up this is great.
Oh, and something else with this. The second floor you have to hold down to run out. The third floor you have to hold up.
Yeah.
I've lost so many runs to holding down on that second screen.
Yeah. So he needs to grab the key. This opens the boss door at the end.
Yeah, we just use Moki just to get those guys out of the way so they don't get in my way.
This is the game literally will swear at you if you do not have a key for this door. I don't know if I can say it. It says you use the small key, but it'll...
This is the dialogue box I've been skipping. It says the enemy's stench is stronger than usual. we made it let's split up.
Instead of saying, you have entered the boss, will you proceed? Yes or no?
Yes or no. It's like the smell is stronger.
Yeah.
This is the team attack. This is just the most consistent way of destroying this fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there we go. That's the hospital.
1 minute's good,
actually. 1 minute is fire. That's good. Street Boyz!
Street Boyz! Right.
Thank you.
Right, something else I'm doing as well. On the map, I'm holding multiple directions. You can hold directions on the D-pad and on the stick and move in 2 directions at once on the map. So you can, like, instantly turn on all the corners.
Yeah.
Right.
Man's playing 5D chess.
I'm playing 5D chess right now. Right,
okay.
time for subway line.
This
is going to be kind of hard because the screen's kind of dark.
Okay, so this is the subway. Oh. I like you try. It's so hard.
I tried so hard.
He's doing like a borderline like task strat where you can like kind of wiggle on that little seam there and you can like get kind of
launch yourself a little bit.
Okay, so Subway has like a 1 minute walking segment at the beginning. The worst part are these bikes that are coming up here. If you get hit, they have a massive sideways hitbox. If you get hit at all here, you lose the sword and you really want the strength upgrade for the boss.
Yeah.
And this level is the longest so far. It's over 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Right. Oh, we're gonna cheeky jump kick.
Gonna get the hit max, as we call it.
Yep, the Thug Monthly magazine.
Yep, Thug Monthly magazine.
Right. I'm running through the stage a little bit more, looks like. Right, let me get past these bikes.
It's very important to just prioritize not getting hit in any %. In the IL, you want to take that line like pretty much directly to it, but in any %, you want to try and hug the walls because the bikes get a little bit more stuck on them. And also, you want to be jumping over the bike, so you make sure you keep the sword. But as you can see, they drive at random speeds.
Yeah.
The middle guy there just immediately went forward, and the side guys kind of took a bit of a delay, so that can screw you over, so it's a bit random.
Right, let's see if I can do this.
Yes, this is a mandatory combat sequence. You can skip it by doing this jump clip here, luring this guy over. Oh, it's going to be a little scuffed now.
Right.
Nice, there we go.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So we got...
Oh, we got the best noise in the game.
The best noise in the game.
Okay,
right.
This is really loud for no reason. I love this.
Rip headphones.
This is the most dramatic, like, fence, like, iron fence. It just breaks it with one kick.
Alright. And also, the Molotov guys throw in random orders, so... there's a second one. Sorry about that. Right, let's see if we do this fight. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. That should be fine. Actually, that's not.
We're gonna kick him in the.
Kick him. Kick him while he's down. There we go. Right.
There we go. That fight's pretty hard, actually.
Yeah, that fight is hard.
Yeah,
that one girl like backflipped and had iframes, so.
Also, another really funny typo is he's going to try and do this clip again here by luring this guy over. This one's a little bit easier than the other one. There we go.
In an elevator.
It's going to say in an elevator.
In an elevator.
At the top. And,
right.
And now we got the passage 2. I don't know what passage 1 was, but it's passage 2.
Right. So the camera goes to the right here, and you need to bait the enemies in a certain direction, and then go around them without getting too close to the bottom and getting stuck like I just did there.
And then psych, it turns
then
around.
At the end, you want to like not get disorientated by the camera.
Okay, so for a Japanese budget video game, we're coming up to the boss. What could his name be? You know, you have all these Japanese names you can think of. Yeah, his name's Joe.
It's Joe. This is our boy.
Joe. Yeah. So we're gonna fight Joe here on the lowest layer. He's got this big bike. He's gonna try and run you over. This is a pretty hard fight. Rebel's gonna do some jump kicks here.
I have to just get hit now and then shoot him.
That one's gonna work.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nice.
Don't worry about
Sweet.
it.
Okay.
I got hit after I did the 2 kicks, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
What was that time? 251's not bad.
That is good. Yeah, it's a good run.
Yeah. While I'm leaving this stage and going through to the next one, Huds, you got anything you want to say?
I do indeed. Thank you, Rebel. We have an £11 donation from Lumi Laura, who says,
Shout out to Laura.
good luck on Street Boys, Avenue Dudes, Road Fellas, Boulevard Chants, Highway Bros, Pavement Pals, and of course, the Thoroughfare Acquaintances. Thank you, Laura. We also have a £20 donation from Skenme, who says, we love Avenue Acquaintances. Let's go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Shout outs to Laura. Perfect.
Oh, this is such a banger. In
also,
this
yeah.
level.
Right. I can't believe those guys stuck me at the beginning.
Yeah,
I
can't believe
insane.
they didn't get your sword down. That was good though.
Yeah, they just left. They just stared at me and then just let me through. Right, something very interesting about this stage is we actually have got clips through all of these doors that we need the keys for, but this is the only place where this game has got immaculate coding. Like the game requires you to pick up all 3 keys because you don't get the final boss key, which is what we're going for by collecting the final key. You get each key individually, whenever you pick up another key. So you can't just skip to the end and pick up the final key. You need to pick up all 4 keys. So,
yeah, this area is a little bit confusing when you're playing casually, but you basically, there's one of these big guys that are holding the key.
Yeah.
So then you pick that key up, go to floor 2, do the same, go to floor 3, and then you get the boss key at the very top.
Yeah.
There's another level where, at this point, like after this floor, it's okay to lose the sword. It's not the worst. Yeah, I'll just start talking about the boss because it's a little bit different compared to some of the other ones here. So Rebel's gonna. Oh, that's his unblockable attack. I know it looks like a harmless attack, but it's it's a bit annoying there. Oh, you're locked on something.
I was like shuffling, bro.
That was funny. Oh, nice, dude. It's so hard to get around those guys.
Yeah, that squeeze is actually pretty tight.
Okay, so
I got the fucking corner.
Okay,
so corner.
So the boss in this level is just a bunch of common thugs with no shirt on.
Yep.
Instead of it being like one big guy, and we are not even going to be attacking whatsoever. We're going to basically be relying on Mayuki's super attack, which you can activate by pressing R2, which you can see from the like pink meter in the bottom right corner that
clips out of
the box. Of course, yes.
Yeah. It's very important it clips out of the box, actually.
Yeah, it clips out of the box by like quite a bit too. It's not like a few pixels. Like you can clearly see it's not lined up.
Yeah.
So Rebel's gonna kind of like back up a little bit and use Mayuki's super, which is like this yo-yo attack, which is just a huge AOE, like right here. Oh, that's so unlucky. She has 2 attacks. I'm kind of shocked she did that attack at that range. This is the one. Yeah.
And then now you want to just like I'm gonna get a 5 circle here now. There's not much I can do about it. Actually, I might get a 4-1 still.
Yeah, I think it's 4. I think wow. The one guy.
I should have just hit him. It would have been faster.
Okay, there we go.
Should have just smacked him. I can't believe she just walked forward and went yo-yo.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. Mayuki can do the spinning attack. She usually does it when you press the R2 button, but sometimes if she's within like a specific range of the thugs, she'll do like the single attack, which is just infinitely worse.
Yes, it's
so Rebel's
terrible.
back into the high school now for the infamous revisit, which is the most tied record in the game. This game initially started as an IL game, which stands for individual level. So as you saw, every single level has an in-game time at the end of it, and we thought for a long time that this level was maxed out at 25 seconds. There's no milliseconds, there's no nothing. Whenever you get the time at the end, it's a full second timer. So when we got 25, when we brought this game back to ESA the following year, like 80 people tied 25 until a 24 finally happened. And now only about 16 or so people have a 24, something like that. And that's a 26.
26
that's actually
solid.
very good, yeah. That's 2 seconds off the IL record.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want...
Thank you. One person's got me.
I got you back, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. 3 boys.
That was a pity clap at that point, guys.
10 new quarters. This level is really infamous for having some enemies that has this very, very tough roundhouse kick. Also the music. Oh,
the music is... I love this
stage.
stage.
It's so underrated, yeah.
I love this stage.
Super good.
Right, so the start of this stage is a bit of a maze. All these streets you can go around and go down, but we're just going to take the most direct route to the end. There's another load screen here. Right, this next room is really, really, really hard to get through.
Yeah, it's hard.
I basically have to YOLO the oh my god, my camera. Go around here. Oh! Insane.
Nice. So
that room there destroys you if you're not careful. You need to go in here.
Yeah, this is the hard room.
Oh my god, good camera as well.
Yeah? Nice. And then this guy... Oh, okay, nice.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't roundhouse kick me.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a really good room. So those guys have a roundhouse kick that just is invincible. You can't counter it. There's nothing you can do. They will take away your sword. So we're going to in an elevator, then in an elevator again.
Then in
right
an elevator, yeah.
Right
go
there.
up to go down, our favorite.
Yep.
You can't just go through the wall. You'll go up to go down.
Yeah. So on this final screen, this is before the boss. There's 4 of these guys that can roundhouse kick you right at the start. So Rebel's going to go out of his way to grab the Thug Monthly magazine right here, which we're going to use for the boss. And this
get caught in the phone booth.
Trying to have a call with someone?
Yeah, cool, bro. Right.
Hit the digits. Yeah, this is a hard fight right here.
Oh, my Yuki. She should.
Please?
Thank you.
Are they dead?
Yeah,
okay,
they're dead.
okay. Wow.
That's,
that was jank.
I pressed the button too early. That was completely me.
Yeah, you can cancel the hitbox if you press R2 again to undo her super, which is kind of tough to do. Okay, so Rebel's going to line up this freaking Kamehameha right here.
And this one shots both of them.
Yeah.
Because when you get the counter hit with the laser beam, it has 2 hitboxes. I also pushed Mayuki at the start there to make the one shot there a little bit more consistent. It's a little bit slower, but getting the one shot there is better than like
22 in RTA is good. Like yeah. That's super good. Like if you get roundhouse kicked on screen 1, you get like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like it's just so devastating. This has been really good so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty solid run. Right, time for Harbor. Unfortunately, Harbor doesn't have a song. It's really depressing.
Yeah, it's sad.
Or it's a banger if you truly don't like the music in this game, which is impossible.
Yeah, there's just ambience for some reason. Oh, the
dead speed run.
Yeah, the bikes finally got us. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, never mind.
Oh my god.
All these enemies are crammed in such a tight space. This is like one of the hardest areas to keep your sword through. They got Molotov guys, the bike guys. They've got everything. He's trying to get to the shutter, which opens. It's going to say shutter opens at the top.
That guy nearly caught me with the other ball. Right, we're through.
Okay.
We're through the bad room. Right. Now we have to do some platforming, which is amazing because this game has awful platforming.
Yeah, it has a really delayed jump. So Rebel's going to go on to...
Oh, I was too far away
for
that one.
Yeah, we got to back up. We got to back up.
I'm just going to go, if I don't fly off the edge. Because this is the other thing with this game. That because we have the speed tickets on, I'm incredibly fast. So doing even minute movement is insanely hard. Okay.
Yeah, this is a really, really hard jump.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. There's one more. There we go.
All right, that one's not as hard as the other one because the camera angle's way easier on the second one.
That skips like a whole maze. It saves like 30 seconds or something like that. So we're in the abandoned factory. There's a little mini fight here before the next fight. I'm just going to let Rebel do this and start talking about the boss fight because frankly, the boss fight's more complicated than this. So we're going to fight Joe again. This time he's in a giant digger, and the only way to damage him is by throwing barrels at him. So what Rebel's going to do here is he's going to throw away his sword and hope that Mayuki's not going to be in the way. If he gets really, really lucky here, he will skip the stare down. It is highly unlikely. The chance is like 5%, something like that. Mayuki is out of the way, which is nice. She can re-enter the fray here. Oh, what? What happened?
Mayuki's got in the way of that one.
I think it just, the barrel disappeared.
Yeah, it just disappeared on me.
That was
Oh
weird.
yeah, this is a stare down, by the way.
Yeah,
this
so
is what I've been skipping this entire time on all the bosses. It says press buttons. I just got to press circle. It's only one button.
Press buttons.
Right, now when he's in this animation, he takes double damage.
Oh, Mayuki, please.
Mayuki, how dare you?
Oh, that sucks. What?
Okay. I guess I've got to go.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. He takes double. You can like instantly kill him there, but Mayuki literally got in the way there. Oh, nice hit.
Okay,
cool,
good.
Yeah, that's just a hard boss in general.
Yeah. All right, so we're actually coming up on the final stage. As we're coming up on the final stage, if you've got anything you want to talk about, HUD, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rebel. Rather timely, this one. We have £10 from War Drums who says, "Ah, yes, these distinguished boulevard gentlemen sure know how to press buttons and run in straight lines. Indeed, splendid display of one's own way."
Thank you, War Drums.
Should I do the fake retry?
Yeah, if you yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it. Right, so this is another kind of skip in this game. It's called a fake retry.
Yeah.
And if I can get the door to open, because I can never get the door to open. There you go.
Yeah.
It just despawns this wall over here. that's all it does.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of all the music from the stage until you go through a loading zone.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you can retry the stage without retrying the stage in this game, in a lot of the levels. So we called it a fake retry.
Yeah, this is one of the most bizarre levels in the game, this final one here. It's really... First of all, the music is just hardcore.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just for no reason.
They decided to pull the riffs out at the very end.
Yeah, like literally just got like thumping, like bass and stuff like that. These first two floors here, floor 2 and 3, are like arcades and like they sell music and books and stuff like that. So it's just like kind of a, here we got like arcane and crane games and stuff like that. Right after this room, you're going to see a bit of a change in the way the game looks. I want to say this is where the developers were told, hey, you have a week to finish the game. Yeah,
so we got like...
That's my assumption.
Yeah, we got like 7 levels here.
And this is what they were like, oh, shit. Let's put in the marble walls. And this is all you're going to see for quite a while. And yeah.
Yeah, and you have to know where all the angles are for going to. So every room that has this looks exactly the same. So now you just have to know exactly what direction you need to press.
Okay, and then they're like, yeah, let's make a... like kind of a warehouse, put some boxes there. We got some leftover barrels.
Yeah, you got some barrels. There's got some big guys.
Yeah.
There's all these enemies here that, of course, in classic, beat 'em up fashion, we're just gonna ignore as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right now.
And now we're back on the marble here.
With this music popping off in the background.
Rushed. Like I really don't think my theory's too far off.
Yeah. I mean, this is a we haven't mentioned it, but this is a Simple 2000 game, which for those who don't know are basically a series of incredibly cheap kind of Japanese games that cost on release 2,000 yen. There was like a Simple 1000 series for PlayStation 1.
Yep.
There's Super Light 1500, which was 1,500 yen. There's Super Light 2,500 for PS2 and things like that.
Yep.
This is an Ultimate Simple 2000 game, so this is like a premium experience game. This is a premium video game that we're playing here.
Yeah. And there's tons of these, so I think this is like volume 21.
This is volume 21 out of like hundreds.
Yeah.
Some of them, like this game, got an English release with a completely different name to what the actual name is.
When you say English, you got a PAL release.
Oh yeah, sorry, a PAL release only.
It only came out in Europe and Japan. Oh, we got the wall of Molotovs here.
The wall of Molotovs.
Yeah, these guys can easily take away your sword. You really want the sword for the final boss here.
Yeah, it just makes it much easier. You can do it without the sword, but it's just so much easier to use the sword.
Yeah, it's also just a strange build. Like, it's a really tall building, and we play floors 1, 2, 3, 10, 50, 51, 52, and then you go up to 60.
Yeah.
Or something. It's just like some random assortment. So what Rebel's doing here, he's grabbing this key. This door that's on the left, you can play floors 52 to 60 manually, or you can grab that key, run the other way, and say, nah, screw that. We're not doing it, bro. We're gonna take the elevator, and that saves like minutes. That's like technically the biggest skip.
The biggest skip in this game is
yeah.
intended is intended mechanics.
Yeah. Like, oh, you don't want to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Go ahead, man.
Don't worry about it. And we did actually, you can in the, like, going through the manual way, you can clip through all the doors, but eventually the game stops loading later areas if you don't do prior fights. So you can't, so the game goes, no, you take the lift or you fight all the enemies. Oh, Mayuki got in my way again there. She's been getting in my way a lot. She kind of gets in front of you in a lot of these load screens.
Her spawn is kind of random in the direction she runs. It's actually pretty important for ILs too.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time resetting because of Mayuki just being in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like there, I managed to get around her, but she can be right in front of you. And you lose like a second trying to get around her.
Okay, so this is the final boss. This is not Joe, actually.
Yeah, this is not Joe.
This is not Joe.
Not Joe.
This is the aquarium.
All right, time does come up at the end of this fight. Hopefully I don't get too destroyed by him.
Behind my Go. Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Easy. Right, we're going to let the animation rock. I've been skipping this animation after every level.
Oh.
We're just going to let this rock.
Mm-hmm.
This is the animation I've been skipping after every boss fight. And that's time. Street Boys. What time did I get on that stage? 320 is not too bad.
Yeah, with the ending there? Yeah.
Yeah, with the ending, and I wasted time doing the fake retry. But yes, that is Street Boys, our favorite PlayStation 2 game. We love this game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah.
I love the story about how this game came to be, and you know how we optimized it from basically nothing. You know, it's rare. This ending sequence is kind of strange. There is voice acting on the Japanese version.
Yeah.
But in the PAL release, there's no voices at all. And
yeah.
The final end line in this is just.
Yeah, they even
gold.
credit the voice actors in the credits of this game because they still use their grunts and things from their attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So the ending cutscene's about how they're talking about how they need to you know do things their own way, and how they will be the ones to conquer country. To conquer the country.
Last line.
Amazing.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, so I guess shout outs to all the Street Boys runners, shout outs to the original ones. So we got, you know, me, you, Six Rock, War Drums, JP.
Shout out Punchy as well.
Punchy. Who else?
Qatar did a bit of tasking
Qatar
too.
did a bit. Yeah, Qatar tasked a stage in this game to try and work out if we were like optimal or not. There's just loads of people. Shout outs to everyone that played this game for any IL, for whatever reason, wherever you were. People took this game everywhere. It was in Poland, Finland. Like, most places where a PS2 was available, Street Boys was not too far away.
Yeah, this game has been in the back of practice rooms at many events. It's been at like GSPS, it's been at FinRuns, it's been at like ESA and even GDQ and stuff. So it's really cool to see. I kind of want to make a video about this game someday. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
The story deserves it.
But yeah, that's it for Street Boys. Huds, if you want to roll us out from Street Boys.
Thank you very much, Rebel. First thing I want to say is we've hit £2,500 raised for Crisis.
Let's
go. With a £20 donation from Streetback Guy, who says Streetback Guy supports the Street Boys. Unfortunately, though, didn't put it towards our incentive for the chicken all cutscenes, which sits at £386 out of 1,000. Don't forget, chat, when you're donating, put it towards the incentive. We want those cutscenes. In the meantime, as you've just seen, coming up next, we have the one and only Howling Mad Mike back with his incredible Flash games. It's going to be Japan Sumo Cup. We'll see you all very shortly.
Enjoy. Peace.